If you could talk to your players about previous NCAA tournaments and Elite Eights and stuff like that, and your own experiences, what's this going to be like for you to have something that's even new to yourself?
Yeah, it's I think it's a game. I'm not going to put any more in it than what we've done all year long. We've stayed in such a great routine and made sure that we just worry about what we're doing and make sure that the girls are staying focused on what we need to do. We have takeaways after every game and improvements that we want to do and play to our strengths. So I think that's worked. I'm not really worried about anything but how I've approached this team in every game thus far, because I could be honest with you, that Duke game was definitely a Final Four game.
You get the feeling, they're not just satisfied getting to the Final Four. That's not your ultimate goal.
No, this team is definitely a little bit further than that. I mean, I know they know that one game at a time. We have 180 minutes to win a national championship, hopefully 180 minutes, but we're just going to take, that next game one at a time, and that's how we've approached it, from day one. We're not going to worry about the next game. We're just going to worry about the game we're in.
Since your team is so strong defensively, does it kind of play to your advantage a little bit? Because when teams get to this level, sometimes they tend to play a little more conservatively.
I think so. I mean, I think that every team has their strengths and their weaknesses. I do believe defense wins championships. That's always just something that I believed in. Hopefully it comes true. But, I do believe that the experience and the opportunity we've had to have such a strong back line will play huge dividends in that game Friday night for us.
This guy is like the John Wooden of your sport. And you guys played him once. How much interaction have you had with him through the years?
Anson is definitely somebody that you have to respect for what he's done. And winning isn't easy, and I don't care who you are or what you have. And, I just really appreciate what he's done for women's soccer and how much notoriety he's brought to the game. Anson is definitely somebody that has been the forefront for our sport, so I have a ton of respect for him.
Have you played in California before? It seems like you play a lot of those teams in tournaments in Indiana and so forth.
Yeah.
Have you played in the state of California?
We went out and played back when in Washington. We played Portland when they won the national championship, as a matter of fact, and making that trip out there and then having to come back and play league play, I said I'll never make that trip again. I've never played in California, as a matter of fact, but just the state of Washington.
How do you got your back to a full roster now? How have you acclimated them? How is that going?
Yeah, that's been definitely something that we had to put a lot of thought and mindfulness in. It was difficult. These kids are traveling over almost 3 time zones, and I thought Riley and Bianca did a great job adjusting to that. And obviously you saw Riley's performance and Bianca's performance, so I give them so much credit for making that adjustment. But it was difficult, and I didn't know what kind of shape they were going to be in, and I couldn't train them for a couple days, so
jet lag, the whole thing?
Everything. I mean, I know Riley and Bianca didn't sleep one night just with their travels, so it was pretty impressive what those 2 young ladies did.
You obviously got more time now.
Yeah, we do, and getting to California and just kind of adjusting to that now will be helpful.
I think Riley is a young 18, when she turned 18 this summer, something like very young. Have you seen many players with her kind of poise and so forth on the field at that age to be able to come into high D1?
No, probably just Keisha and Ashley have done it. At that level for us, she really just kind of stepped in and was a leader right away and played way beyond her years. And Riley is a student of the game. You can sit down and talk to Riley about any position. She'll tell you everything you need to know about soccer, and that's what makes her so special too. She has such a great understanding of the game and maturity about the game, and I think that's what's made her have an easy acclimation to coming in as a freshman. But Keisha and Ashley did the same thing, and I think those are special players that adjusted very well.
Franny Seller was a 17-year-old for most of her freshman season.
Yeah, I couldn't tell dirty jokes when Franny was around, so until they all turn 18, right? No, Franny, again, another special player. But yeah, I mean, Keisha and Ash were young, and obviously Riley's young.
How do you go about, you go tomorrow, do you let them soak in the experience a little bit and then tighten it up as you get closer to game time? What do you do there?
Yeah, it's such a quick turnaround. I mean, I saw the kids on Sunday for recovery, and now we're leaving Tuesday. So, yeah, I mean, we'll get together as a group, and again, it's like we're going to a Big 12 game. We're getting on a plane ride. We're going to get ready. We're going to get adjusted. I think there's just a little bit more media and a little bit more, demands of us, but this team's pretty focused.